Our next performer is Gustave Cadet. Goose is a senior at Suffolk, majoring in communications and journalism with a concentration on media. Many of you may know him as the general manager of WSUB's Suffolk student-run film and television organization, or you may know him from the many performances he has been in on campus. Deadly Stew, Centennial About 100 Years, Urinetown the Musical, and many, many more. Tonight, Goose will be performing a monologue written especially for tonight's performance by Theodore Goodell, a Suffolk theater major. So let's hear it for Gustave Cadet.
So, okay. I've never been all that good at confrontation. I'll say that up front. You know, just to get it out of the way. I've been meaning to tell my boss off for a while now. For a lot of things. He makes fun of my ties. Because they're novelty ties. I never format my memos and emails right. Also, he screwed my girlfriend. Her name was Yolanda. Still is Yolanda. I mean, she's not really dead or anything like that. Just, you know, to me. I took her to an office party. It was a Christmas party with streamers and everything, and eggnog with somebody spiked with rum. And my boss is dressed like Santa. Yolanda's out of film, so she asked me to run down to the local 24-hour CVS to pick up another role. I said, okay. And while you're there, can you pick me up some maxi pads, the kind with wings? When I get back, Yolanda is singing I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus while sitting on his lap. My boss is. When the song's finished, I walk over and I ask, hey, what do you say to you and I getting out of here? She says, why? I'm having fun. And I said, really? She says, yeah, totally. And I said, but I'm tired. And she says, well then, you should just go home. And what I want to say is, you're dead to me. But what I do say is, okay, hon. And I go home. And she never shows up. And on Monday, my boss is yelling at me for not formatting something right. And then he says, BTW, that Yolanda's a tiger in the sack, huh? What, she isn't like your sister or anything, is she? So that night, I stay late, way after 6, and I write this email to my boss, very strongly worded. I format everything exactly right so he can't, like, dismiss it or whatever. I put everything I feel into that email. I pour out everything that's wrong with him, with Yolanda, with the office, with all offices and all bosses and all jobs everywhere. And I feel so good, like I'm part of something really big, that I hug the night janitor Carlos. He says, tranquilo, tranquilo. And I know that once I press the send button, it's going to mean something. Like, nothing in my life has meant something. And show them all that they've been wrong about me and about life. And I have my mouse over the send button, and I'm about to click it, when all of a sudden the screen goes black, with the exception of this white dot in the center. And I'm like, oh crap! Because I figured that has to be worse than the blue screen of death, right? And then I noticed that in this white dot, there's this guy in a black suit, like walking in place. He stops, he turns, he crouches, he's got a gun, he shoots, bang! Everything goes red. Now I'm in like this weird casino type thing. Well, not like Vegas or Foxwoods or anything like that. I'm sitting at a big card table with everyone around me in evening dresses and tuxes. This waitress comes up to me and says, your drink, sir. Only it's in a martini glass. So I ask, what is this? Just what you ordered, sir. A vodka martini, dry, shaken, not stirred. I said, I didn't order this. And she says, you were very specific, sir, in a tone I really didn't appreciate too much. So I said, look, I didn't order this. I couldn't have ordered this, because martini glasses make me nervous and vodka gives me highs. So please take it away. And if you have to get me a drink, I'll have an Amstel Light. And I guess she figured I meant business because she took the drink away. And the cards get dealt. I get a queen and a 5, and the dealer asks if I want another card. I knock on the table, tell them I'll stay put. And everyone around me kind of gets real quiet and looks at me like I'm strange or something. Then there's the cop, too. But hey, I'm not one for taking big chances. The rule of thumb is very clear. If you get a 15 or over, you stay put. The dealer gets blackjack. I lose, obviously. Then this pretty girl next to me leans over and whispers in my ear, what are you doing? You just lost a microfilm. I'm pretty sure she's got the wrong guy, because I don't know what this microfilm is, but I'll tell her I'll pick up another role at CBS if she's all that concerned about it. All right, she says. And And while you're there, can you pick me up some maxi pads? So I cash my chips and head outside, but nothing looks familiar. I don't see a CVS anywhere, not even a Dunkin' Donuts in sight. But there's a hotel right across the street. Its lobby's fronted with glass. I can see my reflection, but it's not really my reflection. It's that weird guy again, in a black suit, walking in place. He stops, turns, crouches, shoots. Bang! Now I hear this weird buzzing noise. It's the kind of noise that makes me feel immediately very nervous. I can't move my arms or legs or anything like that, which I realize is because I'm strapped to this big metal table with this mechanical arm thingy that you might find at a dentist. And it's shooting a laser beam in between my feet and moving up between my legs. Next to me is this guy in a gray suit. Kind of looks like my boss. Exactly like my boss, actually. Turns to me and he asks, "Where's the microfilm?" I tell him, "Look, like I told the chick, I don't know what this microfilm is, but I can go to CVS, pick up another roll, and turn off the laser beam and let me go." He says, "Don't play dumb with me. BTW, that Yolanda's a tiger in the sack, huh?" Then he starts to laugh. Actually, it's more like this high-pitched laugh. Then I notice that guy again, behind my boss. But my boss is too busy laughing his high-pitched laugh to notice this guy. The guy winks at me, starts to walk away. He stops, turns, crouches, and shoots. Bang! I sit up with a start and bump my head underneath my desk, because for some strange reason, I was underneath my desk. I look at my watch. It's the same plastic Batman watch that I've had since I was 11 years old. Batman's hands are pointing at the 2 and the 6. 2:30 a.m. Must be, because I can hear the night janitor Carlos in the hallway vacuuming, and whistling whatever thing he always whistles when he vacuums. I hear the telephone ring. I pick it up, holding my head, which is killing me. "Goose, it's me." It's Yolanda. "Where have you been? I've been waiting up for the last 2 hours." I look at my watch. Batman's hands aren't pointing at the 2 and the 6 anymore. In fact, they're not pointing at any of the numbers. They're pointing at me.